Hello everyone. It is 3 o'clock, November 13th, and I am Dr. Douglas Husbands. We are here to go over our Learn Healthy Weight Loss Methods Now, session 3 of 4. All of you have stuck with us for the last 3 weeks, and good job. How are you doing with your progress? Well, I hope. Well, today we're going to be talking again about having a great holiday without sacrificing your waistline. And in particular today, let me see, the slide presentations are going to be, you'll see them downloaded on the website, on our group, the Facebook group, and you'll be able to get them there. As you see in this broadcast today, I don't have the screen behind me, so I'm just going to be discussing from the slides, which are available. I believe they're up right now. Yes, they are. I've been confirmed that. They are available now right on the group website. So it is just about a little after, just a couple of minutes after 3, so we're going to start. Just to let you know what we're going to talk about today is I'm going to get right into the nuts and bolts of what you're going to be doing to have healthy weight loss throughout our this holiday time, this time where it's difficult. I'm giving you the nuts and bolts because I realize, now for some of you this may seem pretty simple, but for many of you I've come to find out this should be really, really helpful, because a lot of people are telling me that they're just really having some difficulties with just exactly what do I do? What do I eat, Dr. Husbands? Tell me what menu plan. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today, sample menu plans. So let's get started. What do I practically eat for breakfast? Now, first of all, I want to say that obviously during the holiday season, you're going to be having goodies here and there, but what I want you to understand is that we're giving you things that you should be doing 95% of the time as far as examples of what you should be eating. Now, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Let me say that again. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So if you by this time after 3 weeks, you guys should have a pretty good idea of what you are going to be eating each day for breakfast, snack, and lunch, snack, and dinner. In that order in particular. If you're not doing it that way, then you need to start. So let's give you nuts and bolts examples. What should I be eating? Well, we're going to be giving you that right now. There we go. Okay. 2 to 6 scrambled egg whites with veggies scrambled in is what I want you to have as far as the we've got some feedback. Don't mind that man behind the screen. Okay, don't worry about that. Anyway, so you know, in live broadcasts you always have something going on, but the key is not to get rattled. So I hope I'm not sweating anyway. But anyway, so 2 to 6 scrambled egg whites with veggies scrambled in. You can have, say for breakfast, in this example A, you can have an egg yolk in there, one, but we want to make sure that having this many eggs for the adequate amounts of protein, especially first thing in the morning, I want to go with that many eggs, so therefore I'm suggesting you only use 1 whole egg containing the yolk. You want to use a non-stick skillet or stainless steel skillet with a light film of butter or coconut oil to prevent the eggs from sticking. You could also have a slice of gluten-free bread, lightly toasted, added in for the complex carbohydrates and the extra fiber. Now, what you want to do is after that, you want to follow all this up, this meal up with about 8 to 10 ounces of water about 15 minutes later. Why don't you want to have the water with the meal? Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to enhance the digestibility of the foods. And so by having the water later, you can sip a little bit with the meal, but by having the water later, after the meal, it's a little bit better. And something I should say, I may not put this down in all the slides, but you should be having approximately 8 to 10 ounces of water 5 or 6 times a day throughout the day. So you should be sipping on water consistently, because one of the things as far as helping with weight loss and improving your body's own detoxification processes is something very simple and cheap, just fresh, clean, healthy water. Example B of what you're going to be eating, what you should be eating for breakfast. Here's a recipe for what I call chocolate quinoa cereal. You're going to have this, you can have this, that is, with some concentrated protein source like some chicken strips or some baked chicken from leftover from the night before, or chicken apple sausage or something like that, with this chocolate quinoa cereal. Now in these slides I've provided you the recipe to make that, so on the slides you'll be seeing that. And I put all the details in the slides, so you'll have all that available for you. Try that recipe for that chocolate quinoa cereal. I think you'll really like it. And also option C, as far as what you could have for breakfast, it's what I call when you don't feel like cooking, complete nutrient shake. What you're going to be doing is, in a blender you can add 8 to 12 ounces of water or aloe vera juice or green tea and some crushed ice, frozen berries, and unsweetened plain goat's milk yogurt if you want it more creamy, and 1 scoop of the Designs for Health Paleo Cleanse, the Designs for Health Paleo Meal, and Paleo Fiber, and the Paleo Greens. Now, as I gave you in the previous lectures or the previous presentations in the slides, you have access, and I gave you the access code to the where you can get those products directly from my website. By the way, I'd like for questions coming up at the end of this brief presentation. How many of you have been using the Designs for Health detox support packs? I hope you have been, because this is something that can very much help you jumpstart your weight loss program. So, and then you can also add into that, you can add in 1 tablespoon ground flax seeds, blend it together, blender thoroughly, and enjoy it. It's very tasty. So what about between meal snacks, morning or afternoon snack examples? Now you should have these about 3 hours after breakfast and about 3 hours after lunch, the snacks. So from the slides, you can see the snack examples that I provide you with. For example, snack sample A, 2 stalks of celery and 6 baby carrots dipped in almond butter. By the way, when you get the almond butter, get don't get the low fat or anything like that, or sugar added. I personally like the crunchy, and that also satisfies that crunchy sensation that a lot of people enjoy having, so you don't feel deprived. And some good places where you can get that is Trader Joe's. They have some great tasting almond butter, and they've got flax seeds mixed in with it, so you get a lot of the good fats from that, good monounsaturated fats. Snack sample example B, 6 to 8 ounces unsweetened plain goat's milk yogurt plus some fresh or frozen, if they're frozen, defrost the berries first, frozen berries. You can, that's a real tasty snack that will provide protein and the antioxidants and the phytonutrients from the berries. Snack sample C, a half-baked sweet potato plus that Designs for Health Paleo Cleanse. If you just get the Paleo Cleanse powder, if you want to save money. By the way, let me state that as we talked about before, we talked about enhancing your detoxification processes through this weight loss program. Those Designs for Health detox support packs are very, very helpful. If you're going to get one other thing, I'd say get the, if money's tight, get the Paleo Cleanse powder. That would be good to have too. And it's very tasty. You can get it in different flavors from those links I provide from my website in previous slides and lectures. You can just use a shaker cup and put it in a shaker cup with some water or green tea or aloe vera juice and shake it up, and it's real tasty and very satisfying. Snack example D, a handful of walnuts, almonds, or Brazil nuts. A great snack. So good monounsaturated fats, pretty good on protein, and so it'll keep you going throughout the morning. Lunch and dinner menu examples. You want to eat about 3 hours after the morning and afternoon snacks for lunch and dinner. Okay. In other words, we're eating 3 major meals and 2 smaller snacks throughout the day. Example A of lunch or dinner: 4 to 8 ounces baked chicken. Why am I saying 4 to 8 ounces? Well, obviously there are those of you that are watching this video that you're smaller, and then there are those of you such as me who I exercise vigorously and I want to maintain and put on more muscle. Those are the people that are going to be having the larger amounts of the chicken. You want to have a 1/4 cup of brown or wild rice. By the way, those are both gluten-free. Refer back to the previous lectures and slides regarding gluten-containing grains. And a serving of braised Swiss chard armistead. I've provided you in the slides that you have accompanying this presentation on the group website. You'll see that recipe. It's a great tasting, simple, easy to make, and delicious recipe, highly nutritious. I encourage you to try it. What about a meal that is lunch or dinner meal? Example B. I provide you with a hearty full meal stew. That recipe is on the accompanying slides, and I think you'll really, really like it because it's something I came up with, and the details of it are here. It's a chicken, or you can use beef, stew that is literally a full meal. I strongly suggest that you do follow that recipe as closely as possible, because I've tried it many times and have somewhat perfected it. I don't cook generally by recipes, but when I do, it seems that when I come upon something that is really, really tasty, I try to write it down and keep it for other people to be able to enjoy it. So I provide that on the slides. Now we're going really brief today, and so that's basically all I have to say. For those people who have just come online, I want to let you know that you can get the slides accompanying this presentation. As you know, so I don't have the screen behind me on today, but you can get the slides accompanying this presentation right from the website.